Right. We are now gonna do the jingle.
Upon a time, not that long ago, everyone would gather round their transistor radios. There were zoo crews and shock jocks and boss jocks and pranks. There were callers and prizes, people with weird names. But that
Yeah, Ralph, don't worry about it. We can't hear the jingle. Let's just start the show. We can't hear anything. The show's going. Hey, Ralph, will you introduce our guest? Will you introduce our great guest who's so kind to be with us here tonight?
Alrighty, we are Radio Ralph and
I'll tell
Friends.
you what, when I was a little kid, I used to have a transistor AM radio. That's how old I am.
Yes, sir. Hey, there's nothing
How's it
better.
going,
Hey,
guys? Huh?
we're glad to have you here. You are the mayor of, and I learned this tonight, you're the mayor of Fouke, Arkansas. Is that how you pronounce it?
Fouke, Arkansas, the home of the Boggy Creek Monster.
Terry, I was saying Fouke for so long, and I was saying the Fouke monster, but it's the Fouke monster. So I apologize. I
Nah,
apologize
hey,
to
that's
the.
cool, man. Look, everybody does that.
So I must
Yeah.
tell you, Terry, I
We're
want to
used
tell
to it.
you one very important thing about me is I'm becoming the reason we're having you on tonight, I'm very Bigfoot curious, okay? That's how I describe myself.
Hey,
And I thought to myself, looking around the world we have today, it's very ridiculous and absurd and scary. And I said, what's more absurd in a fun way, in a light way? What seems good for humanity? And I thought Bigfoot seems good for people. So I've become very into Bigfoot, Terry. And so I want to ask you, first and foremost,
cool.
to establish your credentials as the mayor of a Bigfoot town, I think you might be a rare thing called an honest politician. Would you say that's fair, Terry? Terry?
You were breaking up. Ask me again.
I said, I think you might be the rare thing called to establish your credentials of a Bigfoot town. I thought it might help to say that you are an honest politician. Is that correct?
Oh,
hold
you
on.
hit the nail right on the head.
That
Okay.
is it. He is an honest politician. He is a good man. And Terry, what I learned when I Googled you, I looked you up, and I found out that the way you became mayor had nothing to do with Bigfoot. You kind of like took out like the scary cult guy or something. What was that, Terry? You're a good man.
Tony Alamo Colt. Oh my gosh, this guy, he was huge, huge, big
Yes.
since the '60s out in California, and he ended up in Fouke, Arkansas, and I mean it was a cult extraordinaire, and he was taking little girls as his spiritual brides as young as
Oh
8
my
years
goodness.
old, and no, not in my town.
And Terry,
I
now
ran
that's
for
what I found
mayor.
out. Not in Terry Purvis's town. He picked the wrong guy in the wrong town. So Terry is a hero. You're like a hero because of that. Who now at
He
this
picked
time
the
you
wrong
weren't mayor.
redneck.
You weren't the mayor at this time though. Who were you at this time before you were mayor? Who were you when you said I need to change this? Who were you then?
Well, I was working for Miller County. I was working for the county government. And of course, my career up to this day is electronics.
Okay.
All that neat stuff he's got over there with the podcast, I install and repair it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm a geek.
Well, you're like an engineer. You're like an engineer, sir. That's what I call you.
Yeah, sound engineer.
Yes.
But anyway, no, that cult, yeah, it had to go. It took me 6 years, but we finally got him in the federal penitentiary, and that's where the dude had.
And that's what I want people to know. So if you want to know the credentials of Terry Purvis, the mayor of Fouke, Arkansas, he was a sound engineer, and a bad guy came to his town, and he ran for mayor, and he got him in jail. This is the man we are talking to. So I'm telling you, Terry, I trust you, okay?
Well,
I
thank you.
trust you. So I'm asking you as a guy that trusts you, honestly, what's the deal with Bigfoot? Really, honestly.
Well, man, of course, it all come to light with the movie The Legend of Boggy Creek back in the 70s.
1972, yeah.
Right. Charles B. Pierce put it out. Of the Ford family that lived here in Fouke. And it depicted what the Ford family said that happened down at their house. Now, a lot of the guys that were in the movie still live here.
Okay.
In fact, the administrative assistant I have at Fouke City Hall, her father was in it. And it brought to light, the Sasquatch. And
Yes.
it's cult living ever since, so to speak. But it's a big thing here in Fouke, of course, because of that. But still, even to this, I mean, there's been recent sightings. And I've never seen it personally myself. Of course, I'm stuck here in town. I don't get out a whole lot
Yes, sir.
Fortunately, because I mean, I love to fish and hunt. But anyway, I've talked to several people that live around here that's had sightings.
Yes, sir.
Some of these people, I mean, are huge friends of mine. I know them to be, straight up people. And of course, I've talked to some, they just want their little 5 minutes of fame, or they probably got a whole wrong mushroom.
But you can tell when somebody's being authentic with you.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. But and I've said it before, even though I've not seen it, I'm not ready to call everybody a liar.
Yeah.
The people that had it. Of course, Lyle Blackburn come down here and he wrote the book, The Beast of Boggy Creek. And what he did, and in the movie, I mean, the book is epic. I mean, it's fantastic. But he went around and talked to people who has had sightings. Of course, he weeded them out himself. And he wrote about each and every sighting that he talked to people and investigated. And, it's a real thing. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not. It's got to be a real thing. There's so much going on with it. And
so
it's
what
intriguing,
I think,
man.
Yeah, and that's what I think when I hear that. So, like, I'm going to tell you, it's a analogy. It's not exactly what you told me, but it's going to explain how I think you're explaining to me why you believe it's real. And so I have now I've been divorced multiple times. Terry, you ever been divorced? You ever been divorced? 3 times?
3 times.
Terry, me too. Me too.
Hey,
so,
join the club,
Terry, Terry, my first ex-wife, okay? Now, here's the question. Did you ever make friends at some point again with one of your ex-wives?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
So, me and my first ex-wife have become very good friends. And as we become good friends, she's told me that she believes in like polytheistic gods. Like she's been visited by like a ram-headed god. Now, I don't know anything about that. That's not my thing. But I know her and I trust her. And I believe what she says. So when I see somebody tell me something that I trust, it's like life is weird enough, Terry. Life is weird enough. We've all seen
you know it.
And so if somebody tells me that I believe, like a person like yourself or my first ex-wife, I go, I see it. And I don't doubt it at all. Just because I haven't experienced it, it doesn't mean it's not real. It's very real.
The guys from Finding Bigfoot come down here about 4 or 5 years ago. Bobo and all them guys. And look, they're degreed scientists. All of them are.
Yeah.
They're looking at the theory. Well, they spent about a month down here. And they'll tell you, of course, they didn't see anything, but they heard it.
Yeah.
We found some incredible prints. And they'll tell you, look, man.
Now, Terry, have you seen prints? Have you seen prints?
No, Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Footprints. Oh, yeah. In fact, here recently, I was on Expedition X with Phil and Heather. They come down here. Heather is the new co-host. She's from Louisville. Well, she wanted to do something in Arkansas, so she wanted to come down and investigate Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And look, we was out on the Sulphur River with Spencer Jones, good friend of mine that lives down there about where the movie was made, down in the bottom. And we went out in his boat, and they were filming everything, just having a good time. So we went up on shore. And I'll be damned, I'm telling you, we found an incredible krill about 30 foot out of the water. There it is. I mean, whoa, okay.
Yes.
The camera over here. But yeah.
Wow, Terry, I'm loving this. That's the stuff I love.
It was
saw
great.
something. Now when you see a print like that, like, because I'm a big believer in everybody ever since, and I hate to bring my philosophy into this, but I am a anti-Cartesian thinker. So there was this philosopher from the Enlightenment period called Descartes. You ever heard of Descartes?
Yes.
The French. Okay, and he said, "I think, therefore I am." Have you ever heard that before?
Yep.
But what that did, when the Age of Enlightenment, what Descartes said, why I don't like him, is it separated the mind from the body. And it said, this is all important and this is nothing, right? But I find something called embodied enlightenment. When you're in the presence of something magnificent, you feel it in your body, So when you see a print like that, Terry, tell me how it feels to you. How does it feel?
Well, I mean, I kind of wondered, where did this come from? But it was incredible. I mean, it wasn't man-made. I could tell that right off the bat. And look, the show was great. We had a good time. They call it reality, but reality TV is not reality, okay? But, oh man, did they put this down here for the show? But then I got to looking at it. That wasn't man-made.
Yeah.
It wasn't man-made. We've got a museum here that depicts our community.
Yes.
We've got the original newspaper articles from when the Ford family, sheriff, interviews the sheriff when he took every deputy he could. They all went down there and they were all looking for this thing, tracking it. They had dogs, hunters, we got footprints, castings of footprints galore that been found around here. They all look the same. I mean, you could tell if it's manufactured. And that one out there wasn't manufactured. I looked at it like, oh,
That's it. Did you get like goosebumps or anything?
Oh yeah, man. All the stuff's going through your head. I'm looking around. Is he here? Because I'm telling you, we had a rain about 3 or 4 days before, and the ground, it wasn't saturated, but it was soft, and you could tell where he went into the ground, but you could also tell where he leveraged off of it when running.
Wow! Oh, like lifting himself. Yeah.
We come on shore.
So what is? I don't know how much you know about like the because I know you're the mayor of the town and you know about him, but I don't know how much you know about what a Bigfoot is. I'm trying to figure out what a Bigfoot might be. Is it considered a little bit? Is it above? Like, is it smarter than us? Is it less intelligent than us? Is it sentient? Like, what do we know about what a Bigfoot? Do you have any idea what a Bigfoot is?
No, I mean it's their normal height is taller. I mean, we're looking at probably 7 foot something.
Unbelievable. And by the way, I've been around a guy once with 6'8", felt huge, and I can't imagine. Yeah.
The footprint is not a human footprint.
Wow.
I mean, it's not. You can tell the toes and everything. That's not human.
Does it have 5 toes? Is it 5?
4.
4. Okay, it's 4.
I could have
wait. Hold on. One more question, Terry. It's interesting. Does it have a big toe and a pinky toe?
Man, them toes are huge. I mean, huge. There's no pinky to this.
A Bigfoot doesn't have a pinky toe.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, I guess that's where they get the word, the name Bigfoot.
Good point. Good point, Terry.
Yeah, Bigfoot. But
I don't know. I wonder where the word Sasquatch came from. Good
question.
It sounds like almost indigenous, doesn't it? Kind of sounds indigenous, kind of.
Yeah. This thing, and I've seen pictures. I've not seen the real thing.
Yeah.
But totem poles, Indians back centuries ago. They'd carve out the different things. And there's some I've seen that's got a Sasquatch head on it.
So do you know? No, you're making Terry, I love what you're saying. I'm loving this. Guys, if you look at Egypt, there used to be this show called Ancient Aliens, right? Ancient Aliens. Right. And they would show the Egyptian hieroglyphics and say the Egyptians were visited once by the aliens. Well, I'm almost wondering, because this is a uniquely American, if you want to talk about something where we want to be patriotic, if we want to celebrate what the United States is, it's possible that Bigfoot, just like the aliens visited Egypt, Bigfoot might be uniquely Native American thing.
It's just like up in Canada. There's been very lot of sightings up there, northern Canada.
Yes.
The Abominable Snowman movie.
The Yeti, yes.
That was going to be made on Bigfoot. And the producer said, no, we're up here in snow. It's not going to be brown. It's going to be white.
Oh, okay.
But that was the depiction of the Bigfoot. They just changed it for their,
So I really truly wonder, Terry.
Huh?
I wonder if the Bigfoot is native to this continent, Terry. I wonder if it's native to this continent.
I've not heard of any other sightings in any other continents.
Me neither.
And that's a good question. I want to ask Lyle that next time I see him. I don't think there's been any that I've ever heard of.
This should be when the people fly into when you drive into Fouke, Arkansas. Is there a sign that says "Home of the Bigfoot" or something like that?
Well, there's if you're coming north into Fouke, you actually cross Boggy Creek.
Oh wow, okay.
There's Boggy Creek right there.
And I heard, Terry, it's the most stolen sign in Arkansas history.
That is correct. The Department of Transportation, they'll tell you that's the most stolen.
Terry, when was the last time that sign was stolen?
I was down there 2 days ago. They were there. But Craig Woolheater comes up here from Longview, and they do a big convention. Well, that's fixing to come up here April 24th. And I always open it up, and welcome to Fouke, I'm the mayor, all that political stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, and I like kidding around with them. And I said, look, guys, I just drove down to Boggy Creek on Highway 71. It's about a quarter mile south of Fouke. And I said, both of them signs are out there up at Boggy Creek. And when you leave, I expect them to both be here. And I was just joking.
Yeah.
Well, an hour later, a guy that was at the convention calls me up. He got my phone number somewhere. And he was hot. He said, man, them signs are already gone. I said, well, it's first come, first serve. I don't know what to tell you, man. They're good.
So and one thing I love is that, because like in any other place, somebody would go, we got to stop. They don't get it. You don't get a sign anymore, but they keep replacing the sign. It's beautiful. They keep replacing the sign. It's beautiful. I love it.
I don't know. They probably buy them at a gross at a time. I don't know, man. But
yeah, there's a whole warehouse full of Boggy Creek.
People come down here, they got to have a Boggy Creek sign,
That's so good. That's so beautiful, man. Okay, so
I heard
Terry,
about that on the YouTube videos we were looking at earlier, right?
Oh yeah, that's how I saw that. I saw that on those YouTube videos that I was watching. And so okay. Have you seen I haven't seen the movie. Have you seen the movie, Terry?
Oh yeah. This is really interesting. The movie came out in 1972.
Yeah.
Of course, how movies we see today that was in 1972. They look pretty dull. Well, long story, but Buddy Ledwell produced the movie. He owned the rights. Okay. Buddy passed away. His son, Steve, got the rights. Well, he said, look, this needs to be where it all started. And he gave the rights to Pam Pierce, Charles' daughter.
Yeah.
She takes that movie out to Hollywood, Disney Studio, and it had it remastered in the Ultra 4K HD.
They did it up. They did it up right. Yeah.
You ought to see that movie.
Wow.
I've seen The Legend of Boggy Creek, 100 times, but this
new
one.
Terry, it's a quick aside, but I feel like we're vibing. I like you as a person. I want to ask you a question because I'm a cinephile. I'm a movie fan. Okay, I love movies. Do you like movies, Terry? You like movies?
I love them. Yeah.
I'm so worried movies are dying, Terry. In the age of streaming, I'm worried movies are dying. Are they dying?
Yeah. See, I'm 71 years old. When I was out partying in my teens.
Terry, what year was that you were born? What year was that you were born then?
55.
55. So you were too young for Vietnam?
I was in the second. I was in the last round of the lottery draft for Vietnam.
Did you get drafted?
Yeah. No, I drew 275 number, and they took 181 and down.
Terry, by the way, thank God. Thank God, Terry. Thank God.
Yeah. But anyway, I grew up when drive-in movies was popular.
Yes.
We had drive-in movies everywhere. I loved them. Of course, then they got in, with the big movie theaters, out the malls and whatever, 17 screens and 100 movies a day, whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, with streaming now, with all the
it's made the movie almost, it feels worthless now. The movie feels worthless now, disposable.
Yeah. Now, you watch them at home.
But it's nothing special anymore. It's nothing special.
Yeah, it's not like seeing it on the big screen.
Exactly, Terry, exactly. And so I go occasionally with my daughter because it usually, now where we're at now, about once every 2 months, there's a movie worth seeing, at the theater. And I take my daughter and we go see it. And it's always a great time, but there's no one there. It's so weird. It's so weird, Terry. It breaks my heart, Terry. But
I'm a movie buff. Of course, I started out years ago with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, when movies were epic.
Oh, Robert Redford, Paul Newman, so good. What is your, by the way, Terry, let's do this. It'll be great. Fouke, the mayor of Fouke, the Bigfoot Town, Terry, give me your top 3 movies. I need 3 movies you recommend.
I'd start it right out with the Sundance Kid. That's
so good.
One of my favorites.
And when that ending happened, when I watched it, I was like a kid, 12.
Smokey and the Band.
They ran out into the gunfire willing to die together.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't explain to you, Terry, as a man, it felt very sad and masculine. It felt masculine. I wanted to run out and die by gunfire.
Smokey and the Bandit. They, yes. All right, the Coors beer. Where'd they get it at? Right here in Texarkana.
No joke?
We're 18 miles south of Texarkana. Yeah. Bulls Distributing was a Coors distributor. And that was in the movie where they come into Texarkana, loaded up their Coors, hauled butt.
Oh, so my God. That's amazing, dude. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we got Smokey, and we got the other one. What's the third movie? We need one more movie.
Man, what would it be? It'd have to be. I can't really think of one right now.
Oh, you almost had it, Terry. You said it had to be. You almost had one. You didn't want to say it.
Oh man, what's that guy's name?
I'm good at movies. I'll help you. I'll get you there. Tell me something about him. Is it Paul Newman still? Are you doing another Paul Newman movie?
No. He's still living. He's about 90-some years old.
Is it Dick Van Dyke?
No, man. He did a lot of real action movies.
Roger Moore, Sean Connery, Charles Bronson.
No. Oh man, it's hell getting old.
Hey Terry, you know what? I thought to myself, Terry, I'm 42. Okay, you know what happened? I swear to God, I want to tell you a story, Terry. I swear to God, can I tell you one story, Terry?
Get with it.
Okay, it's a work story. I work at a drywall shop at the counter. I was cleaning the big shelves, and about 3 days later, the boss says, "Where's the notepads?" I say they weren't there. Somebody says, "You must have thrown them away." And I go, "There's no way I threw them away. I didn't see them." Turns out, Terry, I threw them away. Terry, my memory lied, Terry. My memory lied to me, Terry. I think do I have Alzheimer's, Terry, or is that just what starts happening? Is that just what starts happening?
Yeah. Oh, what's that green tornado or Toronto car? They had the movie. Oh,
Charlton Heston.
No.
Soylent Green.
No, man. God, what was that? Had that green car. He'd sit on the porch. He was an older guy. He didn't take shit from nobody. It was funnier than hell.
I just keep thinking Clint Eastwood. I don't know, man. I wish I knew because I know it's going to be
Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
It's Clint Eastwood?
Yeah. and I forget
Dirty
that
Harry?
green car in that movie.
Oh,
It was an old man.
Hey,
Torino or something like that.
Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Yes, Ralph. Yes, Gran Torino. Hey, Terry. By the way, Terry, you saved yourself from being a totally old man. You named two old movies. You named two old movies, but Gran Torino's like 2012. Terry, that's very current. Terry, that's very current. Terry.
That Gran Torino was that was no car. That was a muscle car.
It was a muscle car. Hey, Terry. By the way,
Hey, I grew up in the era of muscle cars, man.
when was the last time there was a cool car? Because I feel like it's like the 70s was the last cool cars.
Yeah,
Do
probably.
you remember the? Hey, Terry, here's a car. Do you remember the Plymouth Roadrunner? You remember the Plymouth Roadrunner?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What
My
a
brother-
giant engine! What a giant engine that had.
My brother,
you-
when he
hey-
was older than I am, he was in high school. He had a '68 Dodge Charger with a 440 Magnum in it.
Unbelievable.
Fastest car ever drove. Fastest
Hey,
car
did
ever drove.
Do you remember this car? Do you remember the Volkswagen thing?
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
was a weird
was
car.
big. That was big with the hippies, man. You had to have
I
a
think that was,
chartreuse
by the way,
but
tells you everything you need to know about the hippies, Terry, right there. It tells you everything you need to know about the hippies, right?
you gotta have it. You gotta have a chartreuse microbus.
Terry's you're on the mark here, dude. All right, so Terry. So all right, so if I were wanting to get into, because I'm in Waco, Texas. I'm 4.5 hours from Fouke, Arkansas.
Right.
And if I were to want to go up there and like check it out, like investigate it for myself, see how I feel about it. Because again, I'm not saying I believe in it, but I'm very interested in it. So what would be the best way to do that?
Follow the water. It seems like that's what he does. Down in what we call the Sulphur River bottoms, Mercer Bayou, down in that area, seems a great hideout for him.
Now, is there public land? Is there a public land? How do I go?
Yeah. There's areas where you can get into on the Mercer Bayou. It's a Game and Fish Commission area that they own. But in Boggy Creek, you could go all the way up and down that thing. Of course, right now we're in drought condition. There's probably not even any water in it.
Yeah.
Because it's not a river; it's a creek, But Sulphur River, that's a real big one. Smith Park, there's been a lot of sightings out there. There's places where you could go to.
Are there locals that I could talk to that would help me figure it out? How's it? Is there a friendly town? Do you come from a friendly town?
Oh yeah. We got they call a Monster Mart here. I don't know if you've investigated that.
I've seen it. I Googled your town. I saw it on Google when I Googled your town. Yeah.
That's probably the biggest tourist attraction in the United States of America.
Wow.
People come from all over the world. In fact, they got a sign-in book when you go into the store. Sign in where you're from.
Wow. And by the way, Terry, is that locally owned or is that some kind of?
No,
okay.
It's locally owned.
Thank God. Thank God.
England is huge. People coming here from England, Scotland is
Wow.
really big. We have a lot of people from Scotland coming over here just because of the monster. And,
I love that. And so an Arkansas question. If they're friendly, so I can go to Monster Mart, I can talk to people, they'll help me out. So I appreciate that. In Fouke, Arkansas, I've only been through Arkansas once. I was going to Hot Springs, Arkansas was my destination.
Yeah, cool.
But I was upset because I had been in Taos, New Mexico the weekend prior, and Taos, New Mexico on the Rio Gorge River had actual hot springs where I could bathe in them like a hot tub.
Right.
And then when I go to Hot Springs, Arkansas, I find out there's no actual hot springs. There's just this really long tower that the elevator was broken. I had to walk up 80 flights of stairs. But the point is,
bathhouse. You went down Central Avenue. There's bathhouses down there with the.
You're right. There are bathhouses. You're right. And there's little places where everybody fills up giant jugs of water on these little fountains in the street and stuff. It's very cool. And so in this town of Hot Springs, Arkansas, I'm asking around about culinary stuff because everywhere I go, I'm a food guy. And I say, like, what's an Arkansas thing? And they tell me chocolate gravy. Have you ever heard of chocolate gravy, Terry?
Yeah.
That's an Arkansas thing. Can I get chocolate gravy in Fouke?
No.
Well, where can I get chocolate gravy, Terry?
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Because I heard that's in Arkansas. This is the two things I remember. I swear to God, two things I remember Arkansas. Thing number one, chocolate gravy. Thing number two, somehow like 30% of your towns claim to be the home to Bill Clinton. It's like 30% are like hometown of Bill. It's like everything's Bill Clinton associated. But I'm like, not everywhere can be a Bill Clinton.
No.
Is Fouke, Arkansas? Does Bill Clinton know about the Fouke monster?
Got me. He was governor here. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. He's never been to Fouke.
He should come.
He's from Hope, which is about 30 miles from here. That's where he grew up.
He should go to Fouke. He should check it out. He should go check out the Boggy Creek Beast. Okay, so my last question to you, Terry, because you've been so kind and generous. And Terry, you are a cool guy, dude. Hey, okay, before I let you go, hold on. Do you know rock music? Do you know rock music? You listen to rock music ever?
Dude.
Sure.
I mean,
classic rock? Do we do classic rock, Terry?
Classic?
Classic rock. Do you do classic rock?
Three Dog Night. You want to go way back? Steppenwolf?
So Terry, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 3 bands that had multiple lead singers, okay? 3 bands had multiple lead singers, and you tell me the better vocalist, okay?
All right.
You ready? Okay, here we go. Let's start with the easy one. Van Halen, David Lee Roth versus Sammy Hagar. Better vocalist. David Lee Roth versus Sammy Hagar.
David Lee Roth.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, so
Hagar,
by the way,
I'll tell you what, Sammy Hagar, probably #1 guitar player.
You're right. By the way, Sammy Hagar, much more talented than David Lee Roth, but David Lee Roth had what the kids would call the Riz. He had the Riz, you know? He's got the Riz. Okay, so let's do, okay, this is a band that had multiple lead singers, but which one was better? John Lennon or Paul McCartney? Who's a better vocalist?
Paul McCartney.
Wow, really?
Man, when Lennon, man, when he married Yoko Ono, he was done. Done.
Okay, so hold on. You know what? This is how we're going to end the last music question for Terry. Forget lead singers. Last music question. The ultimate music question, as they would say. Stones versus Beatles, Terry. Stones versus Beatles.
Oh, man, Stones. Hands down.
Love it, dude. Because I always say, this is what I say. See if you agree with this, Terry. I would say to people, the Beatles were a revolution. That's what they were. But the Stones were a hug from your mom, dude. The Stones.
Yeah.
Nothing like the Stones. They're a warm blanket, dude.
It was the start, you know, and they come over here from England.
And they love the blues. They were obsessed with the blues.
They went crazy over these 4-piece band. And, you know, they went from rags to riches overnight. But, yeah.
People forget, by the way, people forget that the Beatles started as like the NSYNC. They were a boy band. They were just a boy band when they started. I want to hold your hand. That was gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was whatever, dude. But like, yeah, exactly, Terry, exactly. But the Stones, they were born in the blues, Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy. They knew the blues, man. Lead Belly. They knew it, dude. So you're right, Terry. Okay, this is I promise, my last question.
Go ahead.
Then you're done. All right. My last question is this. You are a guy, and this is what, Terry, I love people. I still believe somehow at 42, I still believe in humanity somehow, right? And so I would say this. I would say you're a guy who was a sound engineer who ran for mayor to stop a bad guy, a very bad guy, who put him in jail and then became, incidentally, mayor of a Bigfoot town. What has your, like, Terry, what is like the big, if I can learn something from your amazing life,
Oh, Lord.
what can I learn from you, Terry?
Oh, Lord. Wow. That's a loaded question.
You got to give it to, I need it, dude. I need it like heroin. I need it.
All right. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. You ready?
Yes.
You can pick your friends. You can pick your nose. But you can't pick your friend's nose.
Sounds it.
Terry, you are a Zen master. You are a Buddhist at heart. I love it all the time. Look at this guy. People give it up. Mayor of Fouke, Arkansas. Destroyer of cult members everywhere. Man of the people, Terry Purvis. Thank you,
man.
my man.
I gotta tell you this real quick. I've been on CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, you name it. Especially when the Tony Alamo cult was going on. In fact, a little girl from CNN during the trial downtown Texarkana Federal Courthouse, I was standing outside. She found out I was the mayor.
Wow.
Here she comes with the microphone. She's going to do an interview. Okay. After the interview was over, she was putting up the camera and we're talking.
Rain will begin at your location
And,
at 10:06 p.m.
you know,
continuing over the
I always watch for that red light on top of the camera. If it goes out, I'm okay. You know,
We can talk freely now. Yeah.
we can talk. But anyway, she said, well, Fouke, Arkansas, isn't that where Bigfoot? I said, yeah, that's her claim to fame, you know, with the movie Legend of Boggy Creek. It was filmed in Fouke, Arkansas. She says, man, that is really cool. Have you ever seen it? And I said, not since the divorce. My interview didn't make CNN. But anyway, I'd say this to said all that to say this. This is the first podcast I've ever done, guys. This is incredible.
Hey, Terry, you're the man. You're the man. We love you, brother.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate it very much.
Have a
Hey,
good night,
man, I had
Terry.
fun. Y'all be cool, man. Let's do it again.
Okay.
We'll do
Yeah.
it again. We'll do it again.
All right.
I'm gonna
Maybe.
come, Terry. I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna come see you like this summer. I'm gonna come see you.
I'm here.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
come see you. I gotta see it. I'll see you.
Okay.
All right, bro. Y'all
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
See you.
So,
Hey, Ralphie. Hey, Ralphie. Dude, come on.
that wasn't too bad.
Dude loved it. Dude loved it, Ralphie.
How did we end? Did we end like cool?
What do you mean?
I think it was cool. We ended okay. Yeah.
Are you second guessing the beautiful experience we just had, Ralph?
No. I just.
Are
I'm
you
like-
Ralph? Do you understand how beautiful what the last 36 minutes? That was human connection times 11 over Bigfoot, Ralph. And this is a man, Terry I want people to know this. This is a good man, a guy who was in a town with an evil cult member who was like an Epstein of Fouke, Arkansas. And Terry Purvis, the sound engineer, put him in jail. And if he says Bigfoot's real, come on, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm into Bigfoot, dude. Because that's better than the bullshit, Ralph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God damn, Ralph. Ralph, I'm on cloud 9. How cool is Terry, Ralph?
Man, he was down to earth. He was real cool. I
He
mean,
was
real.
so cool. Man, Ralph, I'm sorry I didn't even let you say a word, dude.
Ah,
I
no,
was
you
just-
did.
You know, I've really been into the Bigfoot thing. I've really been excited about the Bigfoot thing. It's cool, dude. Like, I am having the only things Ralph, sometimes things come to me in alliteration. When I have good things that I need to do in my life, it comes to me in the form of alliteration. One time, I was experiencing the individuation, Islam, and the indigenous all at the same time. Then one time, and which I'm doing now, I'm doing Bigfoot in baseball summer. It's Bigfoot in baseball. And Ralph, can we talk about how fucking good the goddamn sport of baseball is for a minute?
Yeah.
Are you watching baseball, Ralph?
Yeah, it's like peak right now. It's peak baseball right now.
It's by the way, peak baseball is anytime baseball is on, Ralph. Anytime there is baseball, it is peak baseball. Because baseball, I didn't know it for so long. This is what I used to say. I used to fucking, Ralph, I hate my old opinions on baseball. My old opinions on baseball were this. Because I was such a modern man. I didn't understand anything. My old opinions on baseball were, oh, nothing is just slow. Is it boring? Can we make it more exciting? Can we make it faster? Can we make it more violent? Can we introduce guns? Can we put nuclear explosions into it? It was so stupid. And now I realize baseball's slow on purpose.
Yeah.
What are we in a Ralph? How long has this universe been existing?
Centuries.
Billions? Billions
Millions
of
of
billions of
years.
billions? And
Yeah.
so billions and billions, and I'm supposed to like be worried about a year or 76 years or 100 years or 1,000. I'm supposed to be worried about that over billions of billions. No, dude, I'm not getting worried about that. I'm not getting worked up about that shit. And so, Ralph, that's baseball. Baseball's saying, take your time, dude. Take your time. We're not timing. There's no, you know what? There's until these sons of bitches ruin baseball. These motherfucking Ralph. When did it happen? When did these fucking Gregorian calendar, somewhat Catholic adjacent, metric time supporting motherfuckers? When did they put the measurement of time in my fucking baseball, Ralph?
I think after the Rangers won their World Series, like 2 years ago.
Fuck them. Fuck. Take the clock out of my baseball, bitch. I want baseball games that are. If you think, fuck that. Honestly, you're right. Baseball is bullshit because it's American, honestly. I love baseball, but also now I'm hating baseball because it's the American version of a better sport, which is called cricket. Ralph, what do you know about cricket? What do you know about? Because I've been looking into it, Ralph. What do you know about cricket, Ralph?
There's a net.
There
I
is
think
a
they use a
net.
net. They use a net. Yeah.
But are you saying that's not cool?
No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean,
It's called a wicket, Ralph. It's called a wicket. It's called a wicket, Ralph. It's called a wicket.
okay. I didn't know the terminology, but it's okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, did I kick Terry out too quick? What did I do?
No, we needed Terry to go. We were. What am I going to say? We had 30. I asked him every question. What else I got to ask the guy? Well, me, I love him. I love that guy. But if we continued past that, I'm going to start asking him, hey, Terry, how do you feel about abortion? Like, what after 36 minutes with the Fouke, Arkansas mayor, I'm going to start being like, hey, how do you feel about Slender Man Slate? Like, it's not going to fucking make sense. We hit the perfect. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Do you not love that fucking guy, Ralph?
Oh man, yeah, he was. I mean, he was. Some mayors are like they're real guarded about what they say.
He said he did Larry King and he liked this. I'm pretty sure I heard him say, I did Larry King and I like this more. I think he said he did. I think he said, Larry, you guys are better than Larry King. I think what he said to me is, we're better than fucking Larry King. I think that's what Jerry told me.
We're his first podcast. All right.
Well, I don't want to fucking, hey, are we doing beginner's luck? Is that what we're doing? Was I stuck in my own dick too much there, Ralph?
And he said he would come back on.
Anytime. By the way, I don't know what else to talk to the mayor of Fouke, Arkansas about, but I kind of would just like to talk. Honestly, I was like talking about music. Tell him sometime. Hey, tell him sometime. We would like to talk for 30 minutes only about Kiss albums, okay? We'd like to talk about Kiss music albums for 30. Brush up on your history. I want to talk about Gene Simmons. I want to talk about Paul Stanley. I want to talk about Ace Frehley. I want to talk about Peter Criss. I want to talk about Vinnie Vincent. I want to talk about Bruce Kulick. I want to talk about Eric Singer. I want to talk about Eric Carr. I want to talk about Mark Simone. I want to talk about all of them. I want to talk about all.
Yeah.
I can name whoever. I want to talk about Tommy Thayer. I can name every fucking member of Kiss. I'm pretty sure. I just named. I'm pretty sure. By the way, Ralph, I don't think you respect what I just did. I think I just, in about 30 seconds, named every fucking, out of the 900 members of KISS, I think I just named every, I fucking remembered Anton Fig. There you go. I fucking lost that one. Back again. Name them fucking all. I just named every fucking member of KISS ever existed. in 19 seconds, and nobody's fucking celebrating that shit. Fuck you, Ralph. Fuck you, Ralph. This is bullshit, Ralph.
You went down the Rolodex. See, I had this nice little graphic here. I didn't get to use it because
Ralph, you fucked up. By the way, Ralph,
I didn't want to distract him.
No, oh, that was a good Ralph. You didn't put that graphic. Why didn't you put that graphic up?
I thought it was. I was gonna do it like middle of the interview, and I was like, well, I didn't want to distract him or anything, so I just.
Ralph, that was fucking cool. What the fuck, Ralph? That would have been so fucking Ralph. That would have been so fucking cool. Next time, Ralph, just do it, okay? Just do it, okay?
That was a missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
No, fuck it, Ralph. It's okay. No, there's no such thing. There's no such. It was meant to be. It was meant to be, Ralph. It's fucking meant to be. Who cares? Who cares,
Yeah, I mean,
Ralph?
Yeah, I mean, he was having such a good vibe. I just didn't want to throw him off. You know, I was like, you know.
Dude, you made the right. By the way, Ralph, you made the right call. I take it back. I regret what I just said. You made the right call. I'm being an asshole. I apologize. I consent.
I was kind of reading the room. You know, he was vibing. Everything was cool. You know.
Read the room, Ralph. Read the room. It's okay. Read the room, Ralph. It's okay. Read the room.
Time doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter, right?
Time is not a real thing. I understand. Honestly, if you people look it up on YouTube, the Feynman way, they will discover that you can have any equation in physics and time doesn't affect it. You can do time forwards, backwards, in between. It doesn't change the math. The math is the same because time, I don't think I don't know. Ralph, we are living in a dream. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ralph, we are just figments of the imagination of a God that was born. Do you understand what we're saying? We're figments of the imagination of a God that had nothing better to do than fucking do what I do when I write my poetry. That's God. God is me writing poetry, which is why the Egyptians and the Hermetic people have it right. When you create something, you are a God. Create anything. Sometimes I look at my own shits and I go, look at that. That's fucking art, dude. And then I am a God to my shits. Ralph, do you understand what I'm fucking... We shouldn't talk anymore. What are we talking about? Ralph, do you understand Hermetic? Ralph, how do you feel about Egypt? How do you feel about the nation of Egypt?
I'm okay.
What does that mean?
I'm not for or against. I'm not pro. I'm not con.
Ralph, how do you feel about the nation of the Philippines? How do you feel about the nation? Hey, this is a new bit. Asking Ralph how he feels about countries. Asking Ralph how he feels about countries. Ralph, here's a country. How do you feel about Greenland?
They should stay independent, and the orange man needs to leave him alone.
Oh, hot take. Skip Bayless, hot take alert. Hey, we need hey, you know when there was Pee Wee Herman, everyone would scream, they go, oh, yeah. We need that for Radio Ralph's hot takes. That's what we need. Radio Ralph's hot takes. Okay, so Ralph, how do you feel about the country of Thailand? How do you feel about the country of Thailand?
They're not hurting nobody.
That's not a hot take. I agree with that. That's good. That's a good take. Ralph, how do you feel about the country of the Congo?
Use the bongo. I don't
that seems racist. That seems racist. Let me be honest. That seems racist, Ralph. Be honest, I don't know why. I don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about it. Ralph, you might edit that out later. Ralph, how do you feel about the country of Chile?
If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
That's a good take. By the way, Ralph, can't get in trouble with that take. Can't get in trouble with that take. Ralph, how do you feel about the country of Norwegia? I think Norway? How do you feel about the country of Norwegia? How do you feel about the country of Norway?
Can't go.
Hot take! Oh! He fucking hates Norway. What the fuck? Why do you hate Norway, dude?
They went the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think they're like Nazis? Ralph just called. Hold on, hot take. Oh, Ralph just called the Norwegians Nazis. Okay, so okay, hold on.
You're making a backdrop later or something. You going with that sound effect? Yeah.
Ralph, how do you feel about the continent of Antarctica?
I'm cold on it. I'm cold on it now.
Oh, pun. Very good pun. That was good.
So we need to get our other member of the show join us tonight. What happened with that?
Oh, it wasn't feeling well.
Okay. We'll give him a
Plus,
pass.
honestly, it worked out because me and the Terry's conversation was sincere. I was playing a good cop, bad cop thing with the partner. We were going to do a good cop, bad cop thing.
Oh,
So honestly, I think this was better.
yeah,
Better.
yeah, it went really well. If I'm not mistaken, he has a ministry background. I don't know. Could be wrong.
Oh, what?
Like a ministry background, like pastor.
Oh, he's
or
like
something.
religious?
I think so. I think so.
Terry Purvis is religious?
If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. If my
Can
research.
can you be religious and believe in Bigfoot?
How
How does the Pope feel about Bigfoot? Has anybody asked him?
Well, I know he said he's not coming to America as long as Orange Man is in office. So
You know what? I only like one Pope ever. I like two popes. I like two popes ever. Only two. And actually, scrap all that. I only like one Pope. You remember the Pope John Paul II from the 90s? You remember this Pope?
yeah,
How can we just hold on a minute? Can we just moment of silence for the beautiful Pope John Paul II? Like Ralph, let's hold on. Let's really 56, 57, and when it hits 00, moment of silence.
how long can we go?
Oh, Ralph, you didn't. 7 seconds is all you made it, Ralph? 7 seconds was unbearable. 7 seconds was unbelievable. Ralph, I was planning to go 60 seconds, moment of silence for the great John Paul II, and all you gave the great John Paul II was 6 seconds of silence. 6 seconds. He let breakdancers in Ralph, breakdancers in the Wu-Tang Clan was in the RZA and the GZA and ODB. Do you know how cool Pope John Paul II high-fived old dirty bastard? That's how cool. He was the greatest. There was no better Pope. And you gave him 6 seconds, Ralph. You gave him 6 seconds.
We had a hard out. We had a hard out.
Why did we have a hard out, Ralph? What is the hard out for?
I don't know.
You got uncomfortable. You got uncomfortable in 6 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna do it again at the top of the
No,
next
we
minute.
can't, Ralph. No, there's no sequels. You can't do Paul II moment of silence a sequel. You
I think I can beat 6 seconds this time. I think I can do it.
You want to try another moment of silence?
Okay, name your second pope, and we'll give him a moment of silence.
I don't have another pope. I don't have another. I told you. I scrapped all. Ralph, we can't do. We'll try again next time.
Sounds
We
good.
can't. Ralph, there's no sequels. We can't do Encino Man 2 Electric Boogaloo. We can't do that. There is no Encino Man 2 for a reason. Ralph, is there an Encino Man 2?
No.
I thought so. Okay, good. I'm making sure, dude.
Yeah, he got stumped on Clint Eastwood when we built him out with Gran Torino.
Hey, Ralph, you figured that one out, though. Hey, Ralph, honestly, this is why you're a good producer. You didn't say shit until neither one of us knew what the fuck we were talking about. And then you're like, Gran Torino. Shut the fuck up, guys. It's fucking Gran Torino. And you had to say it 87 times before we listened to you. You had to say it like 9,000. Gran Torino. Before we heard you, you said it 9,000 times. We were ignoring you. We were just talking over you.
Yeah, I have to raise my head next time. Like, hey, over here.
Well, no, Ralph, you should just be a part of the conversation like the whole time, you know?
Yeah. It went well.
Ralph, are you doing a fucking mustache right now, Ralph?
I let it from time to time.
I'm liking this mustache, Ralph. This is very
Ralph.
You look fucking Raul. You look like Raul Julia from fucking. You know Raul Julia? You remember Raul Julia?
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
M. Bison from Street Fighter.
That was it.
You don't remember that shit, Ralph? Do you remember that or do you not remember that?
Yeah. It's on all the time.
Who was the other person if you remember Street Fighter, who was the other guy? It was Raul Julia and who?
Man.
You fucking lie, Ralph. You lie to me. It was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia.
How did I miss that?
Do you at least know Raul Julia from Gomez Addams and the Addams Family?
Yeah.
Do you remember the song from Addams Family Values, Addams Family 2, Addams Family Values, where it was MC Hammer going, they do what they want to do, say what they want to say, live how they want to live, play how they want to play, Addams Family. You remember that song?
Yeah, he remixed it or whatever, yeah.
Dude, was it not a good remix?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I
You
don't.
know the craziest thing? You know the craziest thing R. Kelly ever did? It wasn't peeing on people. By the way, it wasn't peeing on people. It was that was highly illegal, but it wasn't the craziest thing he ever did. The craziest thing R. Kelly ever did was he fucking, and I hope I don't lose it. I'm thinking I'm about to lose it, and if I lose it, I'm gonna be upset. Real talk. Talking about real talk. What was the craziest thing R. Kelly ever did? I lost it, Ralph. I have no fucking business to stand on. Ralph, are we done?
Yeah, but I mean, but we got to give it up to it. He's a 71-year-old willing to do a 9:30 p.m. podcast and stay up past 10 o'clock.
Ralph, why are we being ageist? Why are we bringing up his age? Are you being like that fucking Kelly Ripa was to Howie Mandel? I saw that shit. Did you see that shit, Ralph?
Yeah.
Ralph, do you know who found Christ? Do you know who found Jesus? Perez Hilton. Do you know Perez Hilton? Remember Perez Hilton?
Yeah.
Have you been following Perez Hilton lately?
Not lately. Not. I think didn't he get a show canceled or something?
Oh, he got deep vein thrombosis because he's a fat piece of shit. Fuck. He got deep vein fucking thrombosis because he fucking drinks canola oil for breakfast. This fucking fuck. And here's what this piece of shit who used to do shit like Paris Hilton, and she would get out and the paparazzi would sneak a picture of her JJ and he would put it up. He'd put it on the fucking internet. And everybody was like, by the way, that's not cool, dude. That's not cool. If somebody's getting out of a car and some asshole puts a camera under their dress and sneaks a picture of a JJ and this guy puts it on the internet, Ralph, is that cool? Is that cool, Ralph? I don't think that's cool. I say,
cool.
Not cool. That's what I say, Ralph. Not cool. So not cool. Yeah. And he did it. He did it. And this fuck, because karma does exist, this fuck got the deep vein thrombosis. And he was about to die. And then he didn't die. And then when he didn't die, he was like, Jesus came to me and he saved me. And I am religious now. But the thing is, if he was saying all that shit, he wouldn't be saying it on his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be like staging it, editing it, writing it, making sure there's a ring light there on his Instagram. If Jesus saved him and made him pure and holy, well, then he probably wouldn't be, if he was actually that, if that had actually happened, probably would be like, hey, Instagram, I hope my filters are right. And like, hey, Jesus came to me and Jesus was like, hey, I believe, you have deep vein thrombosis because you drink canola oil for breakfast and you put Paris Hilton and Britney Spears with JJs on the internet and probably ruined their lives and probably ruined their mental health and made them have all these therapy appointments. But by the way, because I'm Jesus, I'm coming to you now and you have deep vein thrombosis because you're a fat piece of shit. And I say, it's okay, you'll be alive again. And then and then he goes, like, if that actually happened, Ralph, if that happened to a guy, you know who that actually happened to? You know that actually happened to? It happened to two guys. Actually happened to two guys. Guess the two guys. Ralph, guess the two guys in Christianity who actually that happened to.
I'll take a pass.
Take a guess, Ralph. Take a guess. Two guys, Christianity, who was instantly, I'm talking about instantly changed by the voice of God, who was instantly changed.
Instantly changed. Moses.
There's an Old Testament guy and a New Testament guy. Old Testament guy and New Testament guy.
Okay, we know it's not Judas.
Well, Ralph, you're doing good. Process of elimination. Hey, Ralph, let me ask you this. Let's do it this way. In the Old Testament, who heard the voice of God and saw him in a burning bush?
I'll go Adam for 200.
Wait, Ralph, did you just fucking fuck up Moses? Did you just fuck up Moses, dude?
Did I?
You don't know that Moses saw the burning bush? You thought that was Adam? Ralph, you need to read the Bible again, dude. As a friend, you need to go back and reread that sucker, dude. I think you missed a few passages. Moses saw the burning bush and then wrote the Ten Commandments. That was the whole thing.
After Judas, I had Moses and I pivoted.
Oh, you chicken. Oh, you freaked out. You had an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. That's mental health. That's
It
okay.
was there. It was there. But I said, no, that's too obvious. It's too obvious.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what? By the way, you knew it. You're saying you knew it. You just fucked it up. Ralph,
Yeah.
I understand. I do that all the time. So the other guy was Paul from Damascus, who used to be called Saul. So you got to think about it. In the Old Testament, there's a bright light that appears before Moses in the form of a bush. And then he receives divine enlightenment in the form of the Ten Commandments. In the New Testament, you have the exact mirror image of that. Saul of Tarsus is walking to Damascus, receives a bright light, hears the voice of God, is blinded, and becomes Paul, reborn anew, and becomes the most fierce advocate of taking the Jesus movement from the Jews, which it was what Saint Peter, who started the Holy Roman Catholic Church, God bless him. Saint Peter only wanted to be a Jew movement. He wanted to be a Jew movement. But Paul said, hey, let's franchise this shit. And he got in an argument with Peter. They got in a fight over it. And Peter said, fuck it, Paul. You're annoying me, and I don't fucking like your company. I'm going to stay here with my Jews, and you go tell anybody you want. Tell anybody you want, Paul. Just get out of my fucking hair. That's actually the story. That's actually the story, Ralph. So then Paul does. Paul goes, fuck it, Peter. I'll get out of your fucking hair, and I'll go tell everyone, and I'll spread the message of Jesus. And he does, and he does, and he does. And he sends the letters to the Galatians and the Ephesians and the Corinthians. You know, remember these books of the New Testament, Ralph? You remember these books?
Yep.
You do remember these books, right? They're there.
Yep.
They're there.
Yeah.
And he writes all those letters. He writes 13 letters. Paul is the preeminent author of the New Testament. If not for Paul, who was not an apostle, a disciple of Jesus, was not an apostle, Paul came after. Paul was after the death of Christ. But yet he wrote the majority of the New Testament. And what that comes from was being received divine intervention and a bright light and a voice upon him. And that is how things happen, Ralph. Things happen suddenly and quickly, and you don't realize them until they're over, and you go, holy fuck, what was that? Such is life. Such is our encounter with the beautiful Terry Purvis tonight. What a beautiful thing we experienced tonight, Ralph. Do you understand how beautiful that was?
Yeah. He was great. I mean, he was willing to play ball.
Correct. Play ball in terms of baseball and in terms of cricket, which we didn't get into, but we'll save for another day.
I mean, he was playing ball with, the music, movies, pop culture. I mean, I think he got a little bit uneasy. I don't know. You went Bill Clinton on him. I don't know.
Ralph, I thought maybe he's MAGA. Do you think he's MAGA?
I think he was trying to stay down the middle, I believe.
Oh, you think he was just avoiding politics?
Yeah, I think he didn't want to go left or
But
right.
he's a politician, Ralph. He's a politician. How's he avoiding politics?
And I think, well, Arkansas, I think, is relatively red, so,
Oh, so he might be MAGA.
Possibly.
Should I wear my red hat tonight, Ralph?
No, I think we do. I think we the vibe was good the way it was. Yeah.
Are we done, Ralph?
If you want to be done, we're done.
I don't know Ralph. What is it, Ralph? Come on, dude. Are we gonna get greedy? How much overflowing can my cup get? How much more positive energy can one man handle in one night? How much more beautiful experiences can a guy have in a day? Ralph, if I died right, God, I say this, Zeus, strike me dead, Zeus, because this is too good to be true. I had a conversation with a man who was a sound engineer in a small town who was invaded by a pedophile, evil cult member who took him out and ran for mayor and used his political authority to put him in prison. This evil person. And then was like, holy shit, I'm the mayor of Bigfoot Town. And then it looked into it. And then went on reality TV. And then did an interview with Larry King. And then did an interview with us, his first podcast. And then after this first podcast, said to us, I've done everything you could imagine. And there's been nothing better in my life than this conversation we just had tonight. And this is the greatest it's ever gotten. And this is the best it will ever be. Ralph, How can I ask for anything more than this? Let's wrap this shit up. I need to jerk off and go to sleep, Ralph.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Radio Rapid Friends. We want to thank Terry Purvis, mayor of Fouke. Very cool. Thanks, JC. Very cool moment. I'm gonna have to send him like an email in the morning thanking him. And if you're going that way to Arkansas and you're gonna meet up with Terry Purvis, we're gonna have him back on the show. He said he would do it again. He's done CNN. He said he's done it all. First podcast. Very cool moment. So I think we can wrap it up. Final words.
You're done. I can't talk anymore. Fuck this shit.
All right. Now, till next time, it's been Radio Ralph and Friends.